Hello, people. Hi, friends. A lot of you might know me by the name Extragavanza. I am a music journalist, and this is a new first for 2023. Something that many people who have been reading my music reviews on my website, extragavanza.in, and the website is put up in the description box, so people who haven't seen my website already can go check it out. It is a music based website rating India's best music from across languages, from across states, uh, listening to more than 400 songs a week, and language no bar, location no bar, the label no bar. It is just purely based on the quality of music. So I am going to take up a lot of the good advice that I've been getting from some of my music friends and some of the musicians who I have reviewed, that it's better to start doing music videos, music review videos on YouTube, because a lot of people who used to read have lost the patience to read for anything more than 3 to 4 minutes. So this is something that I'm starting in 2023. 2022 was a fantastic year for me as a music reviewer. I did the Spotify Wrapped, like most of you would have done. I listened to about 23 different genres. Probably I didn't even know that so many genres existed, so many styles existed a few years ago. 23,015 hours of music that I listened to. That's more than 97% of the people on the planet. But I was wondering, I probably should have done better, and maybe I would have done better. The reason being that it is not only Spotify that I listen to, I also listen to Apple and YouTube and Amazon, and none of the music that I listen to on either platforms is the same. So if I've already listened to some of the good music on Spotify based on its recommendations and fresh releases, I would listen to something absolutely different on Apple. So I'm guessing I've listened to much more than 23,000 hours. 4,432 artists. That's the number of artists that I have listened to. That's a massive number. I want to top that even better, do even better, go one up on that in 2023. I was one of the top 1% in the world of listeners of Santosh Narayanan's music. It better be, because I'm a huge fan of Santosh Narayanan. So I'm one of the top 1% of listeners of his music on Spotify. I have listened to more than 12,000 songs in 2022 and reviewed more than 850 songs. So that was 2022. So 2023 is going to be even better. I have already told you that please go check out my website. I launched the website in 2022 right from the scratch. Took the help of one of a good website designer. And if you are a music fan, a music lover, you can go and read about all the best music that's getting released every week. If you are a musician, you can straight away go to my website. I'll drop the link in the description box below. You can go to the website and submit your track right there. You can personally message me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Extragavanza. The word is extravaganza, but I included my name Raghavan in between, so it becomes Extragavanza. That's not the English word, it's just Extragavanza. So go to that Instagram handle, and you can also DM me if you have great music that you want me to listen to. But the website has a special place where you can submit your track. So that's the easiest way. I will be putting the link on the description box. Now, this video, this is the first, but every week, once a week, I'm going to be releasing a video covering various things. One is definitely going to be the best music that I listen to during the week. It'll be on all the new Indian music, weekly charts, some music that I definitely want to talk about, albums and EPs that really impressed me that I would recommend you to go and listen to, music that you should definitely skip and definitely not listen to. That too I will be recommending here not to do. News from the world of Indian music, based on whatever I've read, whatever I've researched, what is interesting, what is happening in the world of Indian music, my views on events and controversies that have happened. I hope there are fewer controversies every year, but in case there are, I would want to give my take on it. It's whatever I say is absolutely my opinion. You can always write what you feel about my opinion. You can put your comments on the comment box below the video. I'll also be covering about what excites me for next week, what I'm looking forward to, what new releases. Am I going and seeing any gigs by artists? Am I missing out on some gigs by artists? Stuff like that. And I'll also be covering on one particular topic that some of my readers have wanted me to discuss on the channel. So let's start this particular episode. Right now, I'm going to give it a name as New Tunes and News. That's pretty simple. Extravaganza's new tunes and news. So we'll start off. 2022 just got over. If you go to my Instagram ID, you will be able to see reels that I have put out on the best Tamil music, best Malayalam music, best Telugu, and best Kannada so far. I'm still working. I'll be publishing the best Hindi, best of Marathi, best of Punjabi, best of English, and best of Bangla. So right now, the best Tamil is already out. The best song is Nan Pirai by Anirudh. And a very close second, and I feel sometimes that I love this song better, is Tani Maramai by Santosh Narayanan. So these were the best two songs according to me. The best composers were Santosh Narayanan and Dibuninan Thomas. Both have 4 songs in the top 20 list for 2022. So that is pretty amazing. The best singer is this young guy, independent musician who came on Sun TV's reality singing contest called Aditya RK. He is the best singer of Tamil in 2022 because he's got 2 songs out, and both of them were scored by Vijay Bulganin, another rising talent of a composer that I like. So the new young talent that I also like is Aditya RK. Now going to Malayalam, okay, the best song was Alle, composed by Pandit Ramesh Narayan and sung by Haricharan. Who else but Haricharan? The Tamil song Nan Pirai was sung by Ravi G and Sasha Tirupati. Tani Maramai was sung by Pavitra Ramesh, who happens to be the cousin of Sanjay Subramanian, the Carnatic vocalist, and Aditya Ravindran, another rising talent. So I would want to probably include his name in the best young talents of 2022 as well. Going back to Malayalam, okay, the best composer was Kailas Menon. I think he's got 3 songs in this year's top 20. The best singers, there are 3 of them: Shruti Sivadas, Kapil Kapilan, again another amazing talent. If you don't remember him, he sang Adiye from the movie Bachelor, and that was the best song of 2021, I think. And he's sung a few songs in Tamil this year as well, in 2022 as well. So a rising star, so do watch out for him. I think he'll come under the new young talent. K.S. Chitra, the great Nightingale Chitra, has sung 2 songs, and she also happens to be the best vocalist of Malayalam for last year. Top Telugu, undoubtedly, go check out this song, guys. This is called O Rendu Meghalila, composed by the guy that I just talked about, Vijay Bulganin. Okay, it's not Kaman, it's not anybody else who is the best composer. It's not DSP. These guys might have scored Pushpa or some of the big movies, big hits, but a real talent, a guy who focuses on amazing melodies, is Vijay Bulganin. So go check out his songs. I'll put out the names of the songs and all details on the YouTube video. Go check out my Instagram handle and you will find all these details there. The best composer is Leon James, the Tamil composer. He's got 2 songs from the same movie which are appearing in the list in 2022. Sid Sriram, who I have been critical about throughout 2022, happens to be the best singer of Telugu music of last year, with more than 3 songs that he has sung for. The new talents that I really love and I would recommend that you guys look up to are Vivek Sagar, a composer, and Vijay Bulganin, like I told about. Top Kannada, once again. The best song is undoubtedly Naninage, scored by Charan Raj, and I believe Charan Raj is one of the best 5 composers in the country today. I've been saying that and I will continue to say that because his music is something that you can straight away close your eyes and listen to without getting disappointed. This song is sung by Ankita Kundu and one of my favorite singers in the country today, Sanjeet Hegde. The best composer is Ajnish Loknath. Okay, no matter what the controversy of Varaha Rupam and so on, there are people who then started saying that Singara Siriye 2 is a copy. I've had my views. Go check out my blog and my Instagram handle. I have written an article about what I felt about Varaha Rupam being called a copy of Navarasam. Okay, you can check that out later. But Ajnish has 3 songs in fact 4 songs in the top 20 of Kannada. So he happens to be the brightest and the best talent, the best composer of 2022 in Kannada. The best singer, this is looks to be like a world record. Vijay Prakash has got 5 songs in the top 15 of Kannada in 2022. So that makes him an outright winner. And like I said, pertaining to new talents, go check out Charan Raj's music. Nobin Paul, whose album Charlie 777 or 777 Charlie is probably one of the best in the country of last year. So these were the best so far for these 4 languages. I'll be putting out more in the coming weeks. I have also published the latest best music of 8th Jan 2023. You can go check that out as well. Only 2 songs from the latest week came out in this year. A few of them came out last year. I will definitely recommend that you go check out 4 Musics. This is a band based in Kochi, and they have released a song called Muttatte Mulla, sung by K.S. Chitra. And like I said, Aditya Ravindran, who I was just talking about, has sung in Hindi. I'm hearing him in Hindi for the first time for the web series called Fadu, which was composed by Santosh Narayanan. So you can check out these 2 songs in the list. Okay, albums and EPs that really did impress me this week was this, though got released in 2022. This is an EP called Lakiro. Apparently, this is a bilingual in Gujarati and Hindi. And this is composed by a guy called Parth Bharat Thakkar. Okay, I've already featured a song called Na Jane Tu Na Main Janu, sung by Shilpa Rao and Vishal Dadlani. It got featured 2 weeks ago. It was a fantastic song. I mean, I fell in love with the interlude. I mean, I don't appreciate interludes in Bollywood music very often. I don't hear great interludes in Bollywood music, but this was a rarity. Okay, and I listened to the other 3 songs in the album as well. They are fantastic too, and I'm going to recommend this as one of the best Bollywood EPs or albums released in 2022. So go check that out. One more thing that I just started listening to, but I'm excited about, is the background score of Story of Things. This is a series that's getting released in, or probably has already gotten released on 6th January on Sony Live. It's a Tamil web series, and it's composed by this duo called Madly Blues. And for people who are born and brought up in Chennai, they know that it comprises of Prashant Techno and Harish Venkat. And I'm yet to listen to the songs, but the background score is of Ilayaraja level. I mean, I'm not joking. Just go check out the Apple Music Store, Apple Music, and you will find the original soundtrack and the original score itself. It is worth your time. So I'm excited. I'll be rating it. I do also rate the best BGMs of every year. What did I watch last week and where it really disappointed me was Unchai. I already gave very low ratings to the music, the songs of this movie, but when I watched the movie, the BGM was repetitive and it felt like it was Amit Trivedi singing everything all over again. I personally feel that he is past his prime, and Amit Trivedi shouldn't probably sing in songs anymore. It doesn't really catch my attention. So I'm going to give a very low rating, I think of around 5 to 5.5 out of 10 for Unchai. Now, what else happened? Last week, something new happened. I went and attended the Mumbai Margadi Mahotsavam. I was born and raised in Chennai, so I have seen a lot of live Carnatic music in Chennai, but it's been a while, close to 15 years, since I actually went to an event and saw it. It was pretty good. I really liked. I had no idea about the kind of musicians that I was going to listen to, except U Rajesh. U Rajesh is the brother of late U Mandolin Srinivas. I loved it. It was like magic on his hands. I was reliving the experience. I felt like I was listening to Mandolin himself, Mandolin Srinivas himself, and I think that's the best compliment I could give him or anyone could give him. I was hugely impressed by Akrai Sisters. I'm listening to them for the first time, and I think the main reason was the kind of experimental alaps that they brought. It was almost like I was listening to some very free-flowing Hindustani music, unlike a lot of the Carnatic music, which is very like almost formulaic, and you know what's about to come next. And here I was thrown a lot of surprises, which I really loved. So that I really loved about it. One thing which I did notice was that people tend to sing or play Bharadiyar songs, right? And this is just me who always has to say something from a social angle. A lot of people played Chinnanjir Kiliye, which is one of his famous poems. I get that. But why is it that nobody goes on and probably sings or gives a rendition of Odi Vilayada Papa? And because Odi Vilayada Papa is much more socially impactful. It has a famous line called Jadigalli Lady Papa. I think, I mean, maybe it is the way Carnatic musicians tend to avoid certain controversies for various reasons, or maybe they don't want to pay attention to such things. But I would have been happy if a more relevant social message like that is delivered through the great man's poems, who had already written this almost 70 years ago. So that was just my observation. You can write about it in the comment box if you like or don't like it. Events and news. Okay, Natu. That song won the Golden Globe. It is the first Asian song to win in that category. I went and checked, and wasn't A.R. Rahman also a winner? But A.R. Rahman won it for the movie Slumdog Millionaire for background score. But not for an original song. So Natu Natu wins it for the first time as an Asian country, and it's a great moment. I think everybody felt proud. But I'm a music reviewer. You could very well ask me, was this in my list of songs? Because I've just released my top 20 in Telugu for the year. No, apparently not. And it didn't even make an impression. I went back and listened to see what score I would have given. It barely got a score of 7.75 out of 10. And any song that doesn't get at least an 8 doesn't make the cut. It was definitely not even there in any of the weeks. I don't want to discredit the music. I'm sure there's a lot of effort that's gone into it. Apparently some 90 different steps have been practiced and rehearsed for it. 19 months of practice have happened. It has happened after permission was given by the Ukrainian president. Wow, he rises to fame through this. And Cream is how a lot of Bollywood musicians know him. Bollywood listeners know him from movies like Criminal and Jism. But he's also known as Keeravani. He's a great musician, but this is not definitely his best work. Probably it also won because of the music video. The video is a fantastic video with these two guys dancing. So it's a collective thing. It's not just a song. It's how the video appeals to people. So I can't be the one complaining that it won. But if you ask me, it is nowhere near the best music created in India. It is nowhere near the best of what Keeravani or Cream has ever created. It's just like how A.R. Rahman won it for Slumdog Millionaire. It is nowhere near his top 50 or top 100 songs. So that's my take on it. Coachella, I also read about Coachella. I didn't know about it before. It's a California-based music festival, and for the very first time, an Indian is going to go and perform there, Diljit Dosanjh. It's a great moment. Again, people have been talking about it. I read what the Vogue had to say. Apparently, there's also the very first time that a Korean band, K-pop band, is also performing. So Vogue calls it a manifestation of brown representation. It's possible that America wants to show to the world that it's moving out, it's branching out, and it wants to bring in more brown representation. That's a good thing. So nothing to feel bad about, nothing to complain about. But yes, I haven't featured Diljit Dosanjh in any of my reviews before, but that doesn't mean that he shouldn't be given this opportunity. So that's my take on this event. Okay, there was another big point of debate happening that I read about in the Hindustan Times and many other newspapers about metaverse. Right? Should concerts be happening in metaverse? And I read one of good composers, young composers called Parag Chabra. I have featured him. I've talked to him. He's a good friend, and he did mention that that's the way forward. No middlemen. That's always good. That's one view. Rashmeet Kaur is another musician I've featured. She tells me that why would 4 lakh people go and watch Coldplay? There must be something good about watching music live, and I don't like this. And I agree. I tend to agree that though it cuts out the middleman, like Parag says, there is nothing like going and sitting there and experiencing. As a music listener, as a music reviewer, it gives me the best opportunity to go and interact with a musician. In fact, today I'm going to go and listen to Shalmali Kolgade live. So I'm excited because I can go and probably meet her and talk to her. So why won't I want to go? Why would I want to watch it in the metaverse space? And for a music artist, I think from a lot of people that I've spoken to, the best way for them to perform better is when they get the feedback. And when they perform live, the claps that they get, the motivation that they get is instrumental in them performing better. So I think in a way I'm supporting live music events rather than the metaverse. Okay, so that's my take on that. Nakula Biankar last week said he's another brilliant musician, a singer, an engineer who works with A.R. Rahman. He's a producer and he's a composer. I featured him multiple times. In fact, the second best song of Malayalam of last year, composed by Vidyasagar, was sung by Nakula Biankar. Go check it out. It's called Viral Todade. It's a brilliant melody. It's there on my Instagram handle. So he says that BGMs today are on par with Hollywood. Maybe they are, but I would say that for the last 30 years or 25 years, they've always been on par with Hollywood. In fact, better, thanks to one man, Ilayaraja. Last year, I did do a post saying that Ilayaraja was voted some 9th best composer in the world based on a magazine. And I did a comparison of the 9th best, which is Ilayaraja, and the guys before him and after him. He's got 1,000 movies that he scored BGMs for, while the rest of them are nowhere near the 100 or the 150 mark as well. So there is no question, as long as Ilayaraja was alive and creating amazing pieces, we were not just on par with Hollywood, we were way better than Hollywood. That's my opinion. But today, I think it has risen. Last year, I will be doing a post on this. 2021 had two amazing BGM scores. One was Karnan by Santosh Narayanan, and two was Joji by Justin Varghese. Go check out both these soundtracks on Apple and you will love them. They are beyond what Hollywood can offer. For 2022, I'll be also sharing what I believe. I think Vikram by Anirudh, Thar by Ajay Jayanti, Masoom by Anand Bhaskar, and Rosarch by Midun Mukundan. These probably will end up being the 4 best soundtracks of 2022. Okay, finally, the question that people asked me, wanted me to discuss about, was ragas and enjoying music. So it's like, do we always have to, as music listeners, go and figure out what raga the song is based on? Does it spoil our ability to understand music? Well, I look at it as a whodunit, right? I mean, it's a thriller. I want to solve the crime. I want to find out what raga it's based on. That gives me the extra adrenaline when I'm listening to music. It gives me a great way of enjoying music, interacting with the composer and asking him whether this raga that I've just found out is right. That's what I do as a music reviewer. Also, I believe that when you go and search on the internet about music and what raga a song is based on, for Tamil, there is a lot of literature. Somebody or the other has written about it. For Hindi especially, there is no way you can find out because nobody has written about it. So why can't I be the one to write about a particular song and try and mention what raga it could be based on, so that anybody searching in the future could very well find it. So that's how I feel about this. Musicians also, it's important that they just actually don't take an entire raga and make a song out of it. That is not creative, right? Creativity comes when you can take a few ragas, mix them, take one song loosely based on a raga and then make your own. So, that way I feel that it doesn't have to be based on ragas. Okay, two biggest examples are people like Govind Vasanta and Raghu Dikshit, who never even know or even care about what raga a song is based on, but they compose great music. So it doesn't matter. That's it for this week, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please put on your comment box what you liked and what you did not like. Comment, like, subscribe, and share it with the people that you know. And I will be sharing whatever I discussed, the links and everything on the description box. Thank you. See you soon in 1 week's time. Bye-bye.